All right, so if you guys watch this channel, you probably already know I am in love with the Twister Edge skates. But that love didn't come right out of the box. It took some time to break in the skates as well as heat mold that inner ankle area, that hot spot that I had. When all that modding was done, these quickly became my favorite daily driver skates. When Rollerblade announced these Rollerblade Twister XT skates, I was really curious because I caught wind that they did a little bit of tweaking to the shell and the liners. I was really excited to see if these skates were actually now perfect out of the box without any of my modifications. So are they perfect now? Let's find out, starting with the pros. So for that first pro, like all Rollerblade products, it's gotta be the build quality. It's just so high quality. Almost every piece on the skate. It's just screams durable, really attention to detail, and just quality materials used in this skate. The second pro, which kind of piggybacks on that first pro, if anything does go wrong with these skates, Rollerblade has this almost everything guarantee. It's basically, they just stand behind their product. So if something goes wrong with your skates, you break something, more often times than not, they're gonna fix that problem for you. I had that problem on my Twister 2017 skates. I cracked the heels of them and they literally just sent me new skates. I said this in my first review about the Twister Edges and a lot of people were kind of saying, oh, well, you're a YouTuber. Yeah, of course they're gonna send you new stuff for free. This was before I did any YouTube stuff. They had no clue who I was from the next person. So their warranty is pretty much some of the top in the business. So the third pro, it's gotta be that upgraded liner. I mean, these liners are so premium. I mean, the build quality and just the performance out of these liners really feels like something you would get in a second, an aftermarket liner. It's really nice to see something like that, that high quality of liner coming in a stock skate. I really enjoy the tongue support that they added to it. I also enjoy the extra padding around the ankles that they added. I mean, these liners, they hug your foot and they're so padded and comfy. They just make for an amazing skating experience. That next pro, it's an old pro, but I still want to add it in here because not all of you guys are going to watch the Twister Edge review before this. So, you know, one of the big things of these skates that I really enjoy is that anti-torsion box. It's that little metal plate in the bottom of these skates that your frame mounts to. It just adds for amazing power transfer and control when you're skating. I love it. You know, and on top of that, it's just a great platform. If you're urban skating, doing a lot of wall rides, stair bashes, and jumps with these skates, it's not gonna break on you. That thing is solid metal. It's a solid metal plate. That next pro has gotta be the wheels and bearings. They are high quality parts. The wheels are the hydrogen wheels. These are some of my favorite wheels on the market, bear none. Like, these are amazing wheels. They last forever. They're so predictable. Like when I'm holding really hard turns into cars and stuff, and then when I'm sliding, I mean, I can pretty much predict when these things are gonna slide on almost any surface, where I've been a lot of other wheels and I cannot do that with. So that makes, to me, that's a great wheel. And then mix that with the durability, awesome. The bearings that are inside these things are amazing as well. They're just super fast, super smooth. They really last for a good long time. You know, the only downside I would say to them is if you want to clean these out to really extend their life, it's kind of a pain, but they're really high quality bearings. And the last pro for these, it's really just the fit. My original ones, like I said, when I stuck my foot in there the first time, I really had to skate these hard and just kind of endure the pain a bit for the liner to kind of pack out. And then that wasn't enough because my inner ankle was just a hot spot. So I had to take a heat gun and bump that out for my ankle to make more room in there. It really was took some work. Well, the fit on these, I put my foot into them and I kid you not, put them in and they fit like my ones fit that I've been skating in for 2 years, and I've done heat molding too. I feel like they've really shaved off some of the plastic and bumped out spots that were important. Widening that footbed is just a really important thing. Is gonna allow more people to fit into the skate, which huge plus for me. It's wide enough that it just makes it more comfy for me, while not too wide where I'm losing performance. And then not having that pressure on my inner ankle is just a huge plus right out of the box. And I think it's gonna save a lot of people from worrying, oh, should I heat mold my skates? Now you don't have to, hopefully. All right, so that was a huge list of pros. Let's check out the cons. So for that first con, really the biggest con to me, and it's not even that big of a thing, I'm just not a huge fan of the cuff strap design. Or the buckle design. It gets mangled up too much. It's just not durable enough. So really, I would just ask that the next revision, there's just a beefier strap, either metal or just is more protected somehow. So like the shell of the cuff kind of bumps out more. So it's just, if you go down, you're not sliding and getting mangled all over the cuff strap. You know, that's really the only thing I could think about these skates that was a con. Everything else is pretty awesome. I guess there's one other, I wouldn't really call it a con, but it would be a cool addition to these skates if these laces were waxed. You know, I think waxed laces, I always put them on every single one of my skates, even if I don't use them. It's just a nicer lace when they're waxed, like a waxed hockey lace. So, you know, those are really the only two cons I could find with these skates. So who are these for? I'm gonna say these skates are for every skill level. That's skaters with a narrow to standard width foot now that are looking for just a high quality, high performance urban free skate. Who are these not for? Basically just a skater that has a wide foot. They're still not wide enough for a wide foot skater. So what are my final thoughts? Well, first off, I have to applaud Rollerblade for taking the community's feedback on the Twister Edge model to bring these XTs out. I really think with that feedback, they have refined, they've subtly refined the important parts to the Twister skate while leaving the pieces that were already good in place, and in turn have made just an amazing Twister skate. Don't get me wrong, the Twister Edges were already a great skate. I mean, that's why I literally skate them 90% of the time. But for a lot of people, you know, they didn't fit a lot of people's feet. They were a narrow foot skate, which is okay for me, but you know, I will sacrifice a little bit of that tightness around my foot so that more people can get into these skates and enjoy them. These things are also way more comfortable right out of the box. You know, that increased width in the forefoot, you know, helps, makes it more comfortable. But the big thing is just the areas around the ankles that they've, you know, either shaved plastic or they bumped it out. I don't know what they've done, but like it feels like your ankles just sit in the right spots. There's more cushion on in those liners around your ankles. Everything just feels so much more like a glove, but in a good way, where it's like not pressing hard like hot spots anywhere on my feet. It just put my foot in like in just a brand new skate, and went skating for like 2 hours in these things, and they were amazing. They also boast a small little tweak, like the inner cuff receiver for your cuff strap. That extra protection around there is just such a nice quality of life that, like, when I'm just, you know, skating hard and just brush my skates together, there's really not going to be any chance that my cuff buckle will be just hanging open as I'm flying down the hill. It's just such a nice, small but important tweak to an already amazing skate. So all of these small but important tweaks that Rollerblade has listened and implemented into this version of the Twister just really does make for an amazing next evolution of the Twister skate. And I'm just really excited, more than anything, to be honest, that they are a wider forefoot as well as that ankle area. They're just bumped out in the right places that I think there's going to be way more people that are going to be able to get into these and experience what the Twisters are all about, and, you know, just have a really good time in them. So with all that being said, if you guys are out there looking for a urban free skate that's just high quality, high performance, and you have a narrow to standard width foot, I think these are the skates for you, or I would definitely put them on your list to check out. For sizing, like I said, they're for narrow to standard width, and for the length, I would go on their site and check their charts and try to get the shell as close to your foot size as possible. I haven't tried their foot size or bed in these. I'm sure it works fine, but I can't talk to that, and I would imagine it's probably better to just always fit the boot shell, or the boot size as close to your foot as possible. That way you're not gonna have any kind of slop, and it's gonna be a very responsive skate. So that's gonna do it. If I missed anything, or if you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. I'm always happy to get back to you guys with answers. If you guys like this video, you guys know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, make sure you ring that bell so you miss any of these uploads. And until next time, guys, just keep rolling.